Hey everyone, Brian here from Vintage Classic Specialist. Happy Saturday, everyone. It is time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So, kind of a short one today. As you know, if you follow the channel, Saturdays usually I kind of reserve for working on my own stuff, and so that is what I did. However, the Baja Bug also left, but sadly it will be coming back on Monday. When the owner got it home and shut it off, he couldn't get it started again, and one of the fuses blew on the key on power. So I had that happen once, and I replaced a wire that I was suspicious of, and the fuse also replaced. Well, obviously I replaced it because it blew the fuse, but the fuse looked very wore out, for lack of a better term. Like these were like original fuses in the car. I don't know. So and then I drove it a bunch after that and it seemed fine. So seems like it's probably an intermittent issue. Don't know. So we'll get to the bottom of it. But yeah, feel bad he's got to bring it back. But you know, with old ass original wiring, sometimes they have a way of being mean like that, for lack of a better term. But we'll figure it out. I mean, that circuit basically feeds the ignition coil, the brake lights, the turn signals, and then the radio. So there's not even a lot on that circuit. I don't think it's going to be too bad to troubleshoot it. Although unless it's like an intermittent thing that when you hit a bump, something jiggles and grounds out. Those kind of things are the worst. So I'm hoping it's not one of those. So, I'll start checking each of those circuits that I mentioned, and then if I can't find anything there, then maybe just start disconnecting each of those circuits one at a time, with the obvious exception of the ignition coil, and then drive it and see if it stops doing that. And that's assuming that I'm able to even get it to do it. I don't know. We'll see, guys. Electrical can be very finicky. I mean, it's kind of fun in a way because I do enjoy the process of troubleshooting and stuff. And, but anyway, we'll see. So it'll be back. So if you love the Baja Bug, don't fear, you get to see it again at least a day or so, probably next week. Try and get it in and out of here for him very quick, because they're very excited to drive it. And he's very happy with how it drives, runs, etc. Just electrical gremlins on 66-year-old wiring. Anyway, so let's talk about what I did today for my car. So my split window, went ahead and installed the felt on the window channels. So I think last time I worked on the car, I went ahead and installed all of the rubber strips inside of these frames, and then today went ahead and glued on the actual felt. So yeah, on Splitwindow Beetles, you pretty much make your own felt channels. So you can see if I kind of peel this back a little bit here. You put a rubber sort of U-shaped channel in here, put that in, and then the cloth, you sort of bond it on top of that. I used like an upholstery type spray, and kind of a pain in the butt because it's trying to stick to itself before you get it, or trying to stick. The cloth, the felt is trying to stick to the frame because both things have glue on them, before you get it stuck in there all the way. So it's a bit of a challenge and a little frustrating, but pretty happy overall with how that came out. So once it goes in the car, pretty much the only thing that'll show will be from about this lip here down. So you'll pretty much see like that much from my thumbnail down is where you'll see. So this, these edges with a little bit of glue and stuff showing, none of that's going to show once it's installed in the car. So not to worry about that. But yeah, there you go. So bit of a learning process for me. This is the first time I've done a set of these. Rafa has done many, but I wanted to do this myself, and it's my car as well. And it's what I do on Saturdays, work on my own stuff. So next step is maybe next weekend if I work, I may actually go ahead now and install the window assemblies in there. So put these channels back in the car, and then I need to still transfer the lift channel, which is that metal piece that goes along the bottom edge of the window. I need to transfer those to the previous windows that were in the car and get those bonded on here, and then pretty much at that point ready to start assembling everything. So we shall see how that goes. But for today, guys, that's actually it. Kind of a short one, but we will see you again on Monday. So thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.